What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time tuning in, please be sure to smash the subscribe button. If not, thanks for your continued support. My name is Pancis, and if it's your first time, this is my 2000 Porsche 911. I purchased this car July of last year, so it's almost going on a year, just shy of a year. It's 10 months, and we've put about 3,000 miles on the car so far since then. Not so bad. We had a little action with it last summer and drove it a little bit so far in the spring. Not too much, but we have a whole season ahead of us. But we've changed the oil once before, right after the winter there in March, to refresh the oil. And today I'm going to do it again, only to do an upgrade on the oil pan. I know that these cars are known for like oiling issues, and just since the engine is in such top shape, I want to go ahead and just upgrade the oil pan to a deeper oil pan. It takes an extra quart of oil, and then it has the upgrades on the baffles there. As you can see, it helps keep the oil right in the area of the pickup tube. So we're gonna go ahead, pretty straightforward job, I believe. We're gonna drop the oil pan down and reinstall that. So let's get into it. The first thing I'm gonna do is just drain the oil, and then we'll go ahead and start to remove everything. And I'll also share some of the tools that I used along the way. Alright guys, we cleaned up our oil from their pan to that pan. Oil, as you guys saw while I was draining, looked pretty clean. So here we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start to remove the 10 millimeter bolts holding up this pan, and you guys are gonna watch for a live second here how easy it is and how soft the torque is on all of these bolts. As you guys can see, just a little bit of a flick of a wrist. I think these are stock about 7 or 10 foot-pounds of torque, and you guys just saw me undo all of them, so pretty straightforward. All right guys, so here's the upgrade too rather. So this is the original pan. You guys can see how shallow it is. Oil just sloshes in there. Here at least we actually have a pan with some depth. You know, I don't think this is like this is just a nice upgrade for oiling and that kind of a deal. Who knows if it's like the cure to the car and longevity. I mean, the car engine is running perfect, right? But I think this should just help protect the car even more with more oil, cooling, etc. And obviously with the sump pump, just staying inundated with oil is already enough of a good thing for driving around corners and whatnot. Who knows? If I talked to a real mechanic, they would have told me I wasted my money, but for peace of mind, here it is. Inside the engine's looking pretty clean. And as you guys just watched, I cleaned up the old gasket on the engine here. So I'm just gonna wipe everything down now and kind of apply gasket maker, a nice level layer of it there, and get it done. so it's been about 40 minutes or so since we put the gasket maker on the oil pan and installed everything. I went ahead and changed out the oil filter. I don't know if I caught that on camera, but I'm letting you know. Torqued everything down, put everything back together, cleaned up the mess on the ground, which wasn't really a mess. And now we're about to put in, since the gasket maker is pretty much dry at this point, we'll go ahead and refill this oil up. Typically this thing takes about 9.75 quarts. So I'm gonna just double check that note. I believe it's about that, maybe 10 quarts. But anyways, we're gonna top it off to the 10 quarts. We'll use all 10, and then I'll check the oil on level ground, let this thing run, and then top off accordingly. I do have an extra 11th quart, so if we need it, we got it. Let's hop into it. All right, let's take this thing for the first start up here. Make sure we don't roll on these ramps. Extra click for good luck. First start. Thing sounds beautiful. Oil pressure right up to the top. Right up on in there. Let's go ahead and make sure we're not leaking any. Take it off the ramps. Let's double check the oil level on the dipstick. Take it for a ride. We got some pressure, boys. Oil pressure is solid, like all the way up. Just chilling all the way up. She's all the way up. Now we got a red light, so hang tight. Yeah, oil pressure's good, man. We're hanging out between the 1 and the 2 at idle. Just couldn't be happier right now. Really, she couldn't be happier. Who knows if this is like whatever it does, like if it's really that good overall, but I think it's safer for the engine to have more oil in there anyways. Running good. All right, guys, so we just got back from our ride. This thing is running so amazing. I took some turns, some long turns, and oil pressure didn't go down at all. It stayed very constant throughout the whole ride just now. It seems very happy. I'm happy. Oil levels are good, engine's running good, and I did a quick glance down under here at the pan, and there is no oil seeping anywhere, which means our job on the gasket maker is holding up perfectly fine. I gave it enough time to set in there and dry, and now that this engine's nice and hot, whatever moisture was left in there, I'm sure is dried out at this point. So solid deal. I'm super happy. I think all of that is more just peace of mind getting that oil pan in there. So if you guys have a 996 and haven't done it, check your records, make sure it hasn't been done from a previous owner. If not, go ahead and do it for just a couple $100. It's worth it. So stay tuned for more, guys. I'm gonna leave you guys off on that. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, share it, subscribe, comment below. And last thing is, if you guys want to reach out to me at Pancis, you can go ahead and do that on Instagram. Happy to assist. And if you guys want to support your boy here any more than just watching this video, you can check out the merch plug down below. Thanks for watching, guys.